Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we will be solving Pinely round 4C absolute 0 where you have to perform one operation where you will choose an integer x and replace all of the array values with the mod of a of I minus x, and you want that in at most 40 operations all of the elements of the array turn into zeros. You do not need to minimize the number of operations. So this question is basically a pattern finding question where you try multiple patterns and see which one works for all cases. Now an easy way to figure out for what case it turns -1 is that run your logic for 40 operations, and if you still don't get all zeros, the answer is -1. Now, this one thing should be clicked that if on every step I use x equal to 1 and my answer is possible, that means I will definitely get all zeros, just that it might not be in 40 operations. So, if we look at how the values are changing by using x equal to 1, what you want is to jump through those values faster such that you can complete all of them in under 40 operations. Let's say for example you have 3 and 7. If you are using x equal to 1 in every operation, this turns into 2 6 1 5 0 4 1 3 0 2 1 1 and 0 0. Now I took small integers, that's why I completed within 40 operations. But the values may be high and so it may not get completed in 40 operations. But you but there is a pattern which needs to be followed, and with that pattern under 40 operations it is always possible to make this array all zeros. Okay, so the pattern is hidden in this line. Here the computer is using x equal to 6 in the first operation, which is 8 plus 4 upon 2, means max plus min upon 2. We use x equal to 6, then we change the array. Then max is 2, min is 0. 2 plus 0 upon 2 is 1. So now we perform the operation. Now max plus min upon 2 is 1. So we again use 1 and we finally get our array into all zeros. So one thing to know about Codeforces is that if the question is a div to C and it is constructive algorithms, it will always put some kind of hint in the test cases. All you need to do is you have to try to find what is that hint. Okay, like un unless the answer is very easy, they might not give a, a hint. But for this question, this line works very well for all cases. Let's try it on this case. 80 40 20 10. Here is 80 40 20 10. Max is 80, min is 10. So I will use 45. So this turns into 35. This is 5, 25, and this is 35. Now max is 35, min is 5, sum is 40. I will use 20 as my x. 15, 15, 5, 15. Now max and min are 15 and 5. Sum is 20. I will use 10. 5, 5, 5, 5. Now all the elements are equal. I just use 5 and I get all zeros. So I have implemented the same thing. Since you have to perform only 40 operations, you can easily brute force it. Okay, then this is a case which I figured out by putting lots and lots of test cases. The test meant that the answer is only possible if all of your numbers are even or all of your numbers are odd. If you just see any test case where you have both even and odd, like 3 and 6, try reducing this with x is equals to 1. You will see that the loop never gets over. It just continues on and on and on, because once you got 0 1, it becomes 1 0, again 0 1, 1 0, 0 1. So when if you have both even and odd, then your answer does not exist. If you could not come up with this, one more way is that after 40 operations, if the array is still not all zeros, you can just print -1. Okay. Now at each operation, you just choose the max, the min, find the mid of it. If my mid is 0, means all of my values have become 0 and my work is done. Else I will add this into my answer list and then perform the operation using mid. Okay, so that's all that you had to do. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, share and subscribe to never miss another tutorial.